All right, today I wanted to talk to you about using saline solutions. And saline solutions can be good for a couple of things. One is to rinse out your mouth. If you have any pain in your mouth, you can take a saltwater solution and rinse it out. They're also good for nasal cleanse. I'll talk a little bit more about mouth things in the next section on pulling, or in the next video I'm going to do on pulling. So let's just talk about using saline solution for your nose. So what I did was this morning I mixed up a solution and I put in a cup, I put a 1/4 teaspoon of xylitol, half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of vinegar. Okay, and that's a solution that I like. And then I put in some hot water to and swished it around, and then I tasted it, and it was a little strong. So what you want to get is, because if you're going to stick this in your nose, your taste buds in your mouth will tell you when it's right. If it's too salty, it's going to burn your nose. If it's not salty enough, it's going to not be as effective. So you want to, it's like your body fluids are a saline solution. And so your body just knows when that's right. And so then I added water until it felt like good. I possibly could have put in a little more xylitol, but that's kind of my little recipe. And then I put it in this container. Now this container I bought, and it was full of a solution, and I really like it. It's purified water, xylitol, salt, and grapefruit seed extract, which is really good. If I had some grapefruit seed extract, I probably would have used that instead of the vinegar. But vinegar is inexpensive, apple cider vinegar, and it acts as a preservative. So I now have this, I buy this once and I use this container until it doesn't work anymore. It's a pump. And what you do is you put your fingers in and you pull down. I'm not going to pull down. You put it in your nose and you pull down. And I like to push it back at this angle, and then this angle, and then this angle, and then do my other nose. So this is the most convenient thing that I found. Now Jim uses something you buy at the store. You can buy a neti pot or something that just squeezes, and he makes up a saltwater solution every day, and that's all he uses, which is fine. But I like to have it handy. I like to do this before I go to bed at night, because what I found is I was having some sleep apnea where I'd wake up and I hadn't been breathing. And I wake up and my whole body would be tense, and it would just make my whole body quiver, and then that would take a whole bunch of time to settle down. So by using this before I went to bed, like use it in the shower, so I actually keep this in the shower, use it, clear my nose, use it again, I'm not having that problem at all. And this is like years of having that problem. Okay, so another thing, so let's say you're like, oh, I don't even have enough money to buy that, which is fine. So previous to finding that, I would make these solutions, and then you pour a little bit in your hand and you snort it up. And that's what I did this morning, because I had this extra that wouldn't fit in the container. So I'll probably use this until it's gone, just because. Pour it in the other hand, sniff it up. I did that this morning, and then blow my nose, and then probably do it again. So again, you can just use saline, but I like to make it up ahead of time, and it's preserved, and this will last me now that I'm using it every day for at least a month. So I only have to do it once. I really like that. And all the vinegar, the xylitol is like a softening agent, because for me too, I run dry, so that salt just dries me out. I think that it's the xylitol that helps kind of smooth that out, and it has its own healing properties. And then apple cider vinegar, you can just use the salt and a few drops of apple cider vinegar too. Very inexpensive, really good to clear the nose. And I do tell you, I also use quercetin in the summer months. Living in the woods here, a lot of stuff is coming at us. I get poison ivy at least twice, and that's like an allergic reaction. So the quercetin, nettles, those are all things that help with that allergic reaction. And so that you know, there's the bug bites, there's the mold under the leaves. I can never get rid of all the leaves. And so they create mold. I still like leaves from last fall, right? And it's gonna start up again. So I need something. But what I notice is by taking xylitol and doing this, that the puffiness under my eyes is going away. I probably still have some because I kind of let it go on a lot of years. So I say, start this young. As soon as you notice you have any puffiness, get those sinuses cleared out. Of course, an anti-inflammatory diet helps a lot too, along with exercise. So there you have it on my saline solutions. Let me know if you have any questions on the Facebook page, or you can directly message me. All right, see you in the next video on natural health.